And I know that everyone is wondering about this situation here on the gable, okay? This build, what is going on, guys? Welcome back. This is Adriel Cabrera from WolfSteel Buildings. And here we got a very special build. This is an RV carport. It's also being used to protect this boat and a go-kart. We should go on it. Nah, just kidding. And but look at this building right now. I want you to also see the home before we get started and this tour of this build. So the home colors are matching very well with this home. As soon as I was driving, the first thing that really caught my eye was how great this building combined with the home. And I think that's very, very important to make sure that you pick the right colors to match the home. So while you're looking at this building, we're going to talk about all the details, everything about this build. So let's get this going. So what we have here is a 30 wide by 30 long. So it's an actual equal or the same length as well as the width. 30 by 30. And then we have a 12 feet tall up to the eaves. The pitch rises to a, I think it's about 4 to 5 feet, okay? And that's where the pitch rises. So what we have here is the vertical roof, okay? So the water runs from the peak to the edges. And so all the water runs to the sides, and it's the best roof you can have. And it's actually the only roof that we recommend. And the reason why is because the water runoff. It's also has an extra reinforcement. So what you'll see on the bottom, if we come and take a look closer, that we have all these purlins that we call hat channels running lengthwise. And that's what makes this roof the best roof you can have. Let's look at the structural now. So what we do see here is in the center we have a welded center bracing to for this width of a building, which is a 30 wide truss. And then on the corners we have the knee bracing, and this is all to make for stability when it comes down to the wind. So as the wind is trying to, blowing, it actually maintains the building stable. So that's what they're for. And now let's take a look at the anchoring that we have here. So we can see that all these concrete wedge anchors are what we use to stabilize the building and actually tie it down to the concrete. And what you'll notice is that what we do is that we actually drill a hole inside and then we pound these anchors inside, and those anchors expand. So they're called concrete wedge anchors or expansion anchors. And from there, they just never come out. If we would ever want to take this building away, the only way is to cut through. That's the only way. These anchors will never come out again. Now, what we do offer is that this building is a 14 gauge tubing frame, and you can get a 12 gauge, which is a heavier gauge. It depends on where you are and what location you are and what you're using your building for, that we recommend a 14 gauge or 12 gauge. Let's take a look at the outside. So this is actually the best paneling you can get, which you get the panels running up and down, and it looks really, really sharp. And this one has it down 6 feet. 6 feet down, and then it's got 6 feet open. I'm not that tall, although I look tall, but I'm not that tall. But if we didn't have this, then I could be hitting myself, or the paneling I could probably hit myself, and that's why the J trim comes when you select and get paneling coming down. You get the J trim. Also on the outside, what you will see is that we have the 3-inch overhang all the way around. It's a 3-inch trim, and then the paneling comes a little bit outside, about 3 more inches. And I know that everyone is wondering about this situation here on the gable, okay? This building has 2 gables. So the gable is basically the triangle from your eave to the pitch and covering that. Typically it would be covered all the way across. But in this case, what we do see is like a special Texas cuts being made here, and it makes this building look super sharp. And so if you just give us a call and you say, hey, you know, I want a gable, well, I want to make it a Texas unique cut, and that's what we'll do, something like that. And what I love about this is if you have an RV that's driving out here, it also gives you a little bit more clearance. And that way you can have a little bit more clearance, but it also makes it look really sharp and a unique look around your neighborhood. All right, guys, so this is it. I hope you enjoyed this building, and stay tuned. Every Friday we will have a new build for you to get inspired so you can build your building. Thank you guys. See you guys next time.